It's alive. Hell yeah. Okay, my outfit today is like actually honestly way too many words. I like to go too many words. But like stoner right here. So that's kind of like why I'm getting away with it, is because it's just stoner and black. But then on the back I have more words. I feel like now I can wear these shorts because I exercised today, but I took 4 days off of exercising because man, like, okay, if you don't want to live, it's like exercise doesn't really fit well into a schedule where you already are having a hard time getting out of bed, because getting out of my cocoon of dream comfort is really hard when like the first thing I'm going to do is roll out of it onto the floor for stretches. Otherwise, I'm just laying face down on the floor until I have to do something else. And yeah, but I mean, yeah, and then my jewelry has words, so I think like we're okay at where we're at. 1. I have to count backwards. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 words. That's it. That's okay. As long as I didn't go over 5. Otherwise, I think like there's like a thing with patterns and then solids and too many colors and too many words. Actually, I take that back. There is no such thing as too many colors. You can easily fit in every single color on the rainbow in an alphabet and do totally like, or on the rainbow. Yeah, every single color on the rainbow into an outfit, not an alphabet. I'm all fucked up about these letters. I'm like, how many of the letters repeat? It's fucking autism. I'm a girl autism. I don't know. For some reason, I like to think about my colors and my patterns and how many letters I have on an outfit. The 3 letters I got as a tattoo, I stand by, and the 2 numbers I got as a tattoo, which honestly could just be 1 number, I still stand by. Bam, I think where we last left off, it was how does autism influence your comedy style? All right. I already answered that. It was in the last verbal autobiography, and I resurrected on YouTube. I'm going to do the next question. Damn, it is like, and I swear, out of like, I try to rotate the angles, and I get the 2 worst angles. I swear these are the worst angles. I swear. I have been told more than once that I was prettier in person than in pictures. So, okay. And they were 2 people who had no contact with each other. They were actually like kind of a decent chunk of years-ish apart. Not a ton, but like, you know. Shit. I gotta take off my glasses. Anyway, dramatically doing that. I'm like not in my best place. I've been prescribed Adderall for like, oh man, once I got good in college, basically, like once I got good in math, at least, I was kind of not doing terrible in the rest of college, but once I got good in math, it was when it was like that, well, right with that then, and that was quite a while ago. It was before my engagement and my longest relationship. It was, I think before my 20s, so 19, was probably about 19 is when I first got prescribed Adderall, and I've been basically on it since then. I've in the more recent years, since turning 30, hilariously, I've had to do several like hardcore withdrawals from it, due to like the shortage and then changes in healthcare. Because like I know I'm trash. I don't mean to be. I have a hard time. Life is hard. It is for everyone. I'm not even comparing. I'm a little pussy ass bitch. If you think yours is harder, yours probably is. Like we all have our shit. Like it's just like to get by like in a day and feel positive is like a whole ass thing. So I'm wearing, yeah, that's why I get to wear my I have no butt shorts, because it's been like 4 days since I squatted. I did today, but taking 4 days off was like a thing that it's a whole ass my fucking. I'm fortunate to color Mandela of mind pattern thought thing. I don't know, like there's just so much self-hatred in my thought patterns. It sucks. Huh. Well, all I say is if I feel like shit, I hope it's funny. I hope it's some fucking funny holy shit that comes like eventually comes out in writing or thinking or anything. I make myself laugh, but sometimes I don't always feel the joy of the laughter when it's just about myself. That's why I do like to like laugh with other people. I think in my soul I am definitely an extrovert. It's just all the social anxiety and self-hatred made me like more introverted. This kind of weed good. My mouth is dry. I really have no weed right now, but I've been bumming vape hits off of my mom. Like that. That's where I'm at right now. Pussy, money, weed, life. I could use so much more of 2 of those things in my life. Man, all right. I'm gonna find some water. Have you ever changed a joke because of someone's reaction? And I know where my water is. And that is what I'm thinking about. And the answer is already no. Not necessarily. Hell yeah. Hydrating your 30s, just cranberry water. Also, I had that whole chronic UTI thing, which is one of the least hot things about me. I don't really have it anymore, but that's because I've gained weight. Another thing I don't feel hot about. Jesus fucking Christ, is trying to live this life over 33 is really sucking. I'm 34. And I'll be 35 before I'm ever 32 again. Yeah, I've changed a joke mid like set for it because like, okay, so like one of the cool things, like, I really love to laugh and I really love to make people laugh and I really love people and I really love when people laugh. Like, if someone sometimes like I notice laughs and I feel comfortable enough to like engage in some crowd work or kind of like I feel comfortable enough about, you know, where I'm going to go in that set to like engage. I have no like fucking advice, by the way. Like, I'm sure no one's on here except for my mom, and then in which case, mom, like if you're ever going to start a stand-up, I guess follow all of this. But no, I'm kidding. No, I am definitely kidding. My mom has I wish I was stage presence like her, but shit, it's gotta be good. And ADD is a son of a bitch. Oh damn! Yeah, for the reaction. Yeah, I'll go with what they're doing. I'll try and kind of riff. I guess that's what they say. I'll try and riff. Try and do the fucking crowd work. That makes it like an amazing. And you know what? I've had some really fucking good ones, and I have not filmed them. And so that's the real reason why you should film all your sets. It's not just to beat yourselves up. It's to realize when you do good. All people who are watching this interested in doing comedy are already doing it. Or not just like loving me, come see the shows and be a part of the scene too, because senses of humor are a goddamn treasure. God bless treasure. Goddamn bless treasure. Sense of humor. And there's a lot of these where it's like I try to cultivate a sense of humor, and I feel really blessed almost for kind of being under a rock in comedy and getting like whatever was my sort of sense of humor, and then like I don't know. Well, nothing's original, but there's also something kind of not lonely in that. It's my hurry up alarm, but it's only kind of for me because I don't know how long errands will take, but the day will go. I hate worrying about time when I don't even want to go through it sometimes. All right, how do you write your material? So I have what I'm trying to best describe as a buzzing mind. Ever since I was like a kid, like a lot of thinking in my mind. Although I'm not smart, so that sounds really dumb to see it like almost say, or it's kind of semantics make it hard for me to describe it. But I have a mind that's almost constantly buzzing, and it's not just so I know I'm not fucking schizophrenic. I know my voice. Okay, that's a lie. There's like shit, see, it's like hard to explain. But how I write my materials, like I'm constantly thinking. Words are coming out of me and I don't know what to do with them. I say them sometimes, I write them down sometimes, and sometimes I write down and I look down what I wrote, and it's funny. And that's how I started stand-up, is that I let someone kind of look at all these fucking notes that I had. They're like, you could make a 5-minute bit. I was looking to write sketch, so I could be a character. But stand-up is what I stumbled on, and it helped me find myself full of woe. So it's not a bad thing, although keep a sense of self in it is like wild because, I mean, the more I love myself, the more I've been rejected. So our material is I word let. I've been word letting. I'm trying to survive by doing it. If I don't get out my words some way, I will explode or something. I don't know. I just gotta let out words. Jesus fucking Christ. What's your dream venue? Oh, good question. Laughs Unlimited tonight. We're doing the pro-am. I am going through a hard time, but I have built up a lot of like thinking stuff. I don't know, trying to like ways. I'm a big thought battler because I don't think good. So I have to battle my thoughts a lot. But Laughs Unlimited is always like one of my favorites. I love the comedy clubs in Sacramento. I don't know what it takes to like run shows at a place and how much effort it would. It wouldn't be something me and like me alone as the only comic in my family. Although they all have senses of humor, like be able to do. But my brother had like, there's stuff that we could possibly, I think, like run, or I think I could possibly run, but not alone. But I'm not worried about it because I have too much other things to worry about. Just like getting through my mind every day. I mean, like maybe I should just go to a hut because I can't afford rehab. Just like go out somewhere and just be buried or whatever. I just have to sweat out a fucking month. Because yeah, doing the Adderall for so long, and then with the ups and downs, every time I have a withdrawal, it's always the same kind of hard, fucking hard. And I'm like, maybe I should just go to the hut and sweat out everything, or like I really want to enjoy life. Call me a little pussy ass bitch, but God's thoughts are higher than our thoughts. I guess sometimes we need prescriptions and medications and other things we self-do to survive. I mean, there's a reason alcohol is sold in every store, and God's first miracle, if we even think of Jesus, which I would say is God level with us, like water to wine. I'm not fucking crazy, okay? We are all struggling, and we all deserve better. So I guess it'll happen because I'm hopes and prayers and thoughts and I know that's like nothing, but I'm trying. That's all I have to do. That and like whatever the fuck I'm wearing, which is thank God no more than 5 words on clothing. All right. What's something you said on stage that surprised you? Well, if I filmed more, I would know. I've been way braver on stage than I expected, and I think our senses of humor for that, or the like audience and things. Chico's been one of the like places that I did surprisingly well in. Like I do have on tape, but my tape, my like I did it behind a cup because already like I had tripod issues. So I didn't have a reliable tripod. So my cup is like leaned up, or my phone is leaned up against a cup, and it falls in the set. So most of it is actually an audio, but it's a pretty decent audio of me killing in Chico pretty early in my career. Robert Berry was the headliner. Super fucking honor of a show. Jason Allen, who is going to be on 9/11 Dressed to Kill Unforgettable, was the opener, I believe, for that. And so that guy is a fucking dark horse. He's like won every Dressed to Kill one he's been on. He's a fucking dark horse. Yeah, don't let that unassuming motherfucker. Like if you're competing with him, get under your nose. He plays. He's into art and stuff too. I don't mean like art, but like all the kinds of entertainments that we create. So he has like a good repertoire of things that shows. Also, he really cares when he does shows. Hell yeah, Jason Allen. Deserve that. 9/11 Dressed to Kill. He's one of the judges. Just all of what I just said now surprised me. Sometimes stuff comes out of my mouth and it's like my mind is always thinking, but whoa. I'm pretty sure I say 2 words at one time. That's why it's so hard to edit my sets. That's why no one will ever want me to really... Like, I feel so bad for Carla. I am so hard to edit on a podcast. I am insane. Like, I'm just like, more words. Maybe I do know... I have to go to a hut and just all alone sweat all the words and stuff, but I don't want to be miserable. I just want to be happy during life and be around people and just, try and get substances and shit as I can afford them and feel like, I'm in the mood and mature enough. Like... to do them. Like, I'm not super into hard drugs right now. I'm hella California sober because of the like depression after. Like, I love these drugs, but I hate being fucking depressed after. Like, I really have no place to schedule in 3 days of want to kill yourself. I'm the same fucking hydrated, right? I tried to exercise out depression today. It did not work. I just wanted to fucking drink. That's not alcoholic. That's hydration, okay? I'm wishing it's alcohol. I'm hoping at least it turns to it in my body. And if it was alcohol, I would pray at the miracle where my body turned like wine to water. Stay hydrated. All right, what's your post-show ritual? I don't know. Oh, hell yeah. That's dope. If I had to talk with it, I don't like do shit. Also, it's like a 6,000 song playlist, but I like that I don't know. I think Chance always shows up cool with it. I do have a lot of Chance the Rapper on this fucking 6,000 song playlist. I think everything Chance the Rapper has done is on this 6,000 song playlist. All right, yeah. Post-show ritual is. It depends on the show. Whatever it seems to be necessary. Sometimes it's more hanging out with the comics. Sometimes it's more visiting with the crowd. Hopefully it's like both, a combination. If, I guess, being aware of like, I don't know, self-stupid fucking compassion. Like being like, oh, I might need to get home early so that I could be awake for a thing that I've given a commitment to, you know, taking responsibility and stuff on that, and self-responsibility and self-fucking compassion. Alright, how do you want people to describe your comedy? Amy. They'd be like, Amy did that comedy. Undeniably. What's your proudest moment on stage? Okay, I can't say ist because that's a really fucking big question. But I could say one thing that comes to mind. Well, I mean, because, yeah, I'll be honest. I've had a lot of fucking proud. All my proud moments in my 30s have been like. A considerable amount of my proud moments in my 30s have been on stage. One recently, which is now not even recently, was at Christmas when I got to host randomly at Laughs, and that's a reminder of how I got it. I don't know, be mindful of being a better person. Mindful and not mindful. Trying my best. Jeez. I think I'm going to wear eyeshadow because it would bring me up in mood. Yeah, self-care and stuff. Probably going to mess up on it too. I hope no one gets too close to me to tell. Alright, what's something you wish audiences understood about you? I don't know. I don't think that it's not about me. It's like, it's just all of us. Like, we're all like kind of, we're not the same, but like there is something similar, and in that, that's not like a bad thing to take into interactions with people. Is like, even if you're not looking for it, just kind of assuming there might be something similar. Hard to understand, you know, semantics and shit. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do eyeshadow, and then I'm going to have to like hurry. But I'm going to come back, because when I come back, this section is Inner World and Identity. Damn. We'll see. It's alive. But like, it's more for Resurrected YouTube, because it takes a long time for people to log back in here. And honestly, if you seriously watch this video from this point to YouTube, like, damn, I wish you were at every one of the times they do comedy, because if you watch this entire fucking thing I do, you might like my comedy. That's like, you're like the sense of humor I'm looking for. Also, I wanted to read my names of the makeup I wore, which is always wild because the conventions for makeup throw everything you know for naming conventions out the window. Today, again, from the classic Thanksgiving palette, because I usually get makeup around the holidays, is Spicy Spiced, hot, Sinful, but spelled S-I-N-N-F-U-L. Love that wordplay. Pick Up the Patch. And then from a different palette, Super Fire. Urban Decay makes amazing like eyeshadow. Honey and Flyby, which, like, god damn. I wish the flies would fly by me more, but they know I'm a piece of shit, so they just hang up around. I'm like, flies, I'm a holy piece of shit, and they just hang up around more. That's because it's sweet. So that's why I get mosquito bites. I'm dealing with one. A mosquito bite. Skid Cut is also playing. Honestly, the mosquito bite, I shouldn't even find out. Nope, it's there. Hell yeah, I think I scratched it enough to bleed out, like, whatever was in there. It felt a lot worse before. First world problems. Oops. Inner world and identity. Well, shit, I only just learned my name. I recognize it, but I didn't know it. Alright, how do you describe yourself in 3 words? Oh, easy. Autistic, anorexic, alcoholic. That's AAA, but not, yeah. If you've ever seen any of my shows, it's definitely been in there. I'm skipping it tonight because the Pro-Am allows me to say my name without this beginning, and it is the only place that allows me to say my name without my beginning of AAA, autistic, anorexic, alcoholic. But not the AAA you call if your car breaks down and you need a tow. Although I hope we're all friends now, and I wish I had the skills to help you in a breakdown and a tow. But it's like just the AAA where it's super redundant to everyone on here, because I would say follow me on Instagram, and if you were on here, that's you're already doing it. It's a super redundant breakdown in the moment. Camel toe, kinda. I don't know. Dolphin shorts. I would. Damn, I vibe Britney Spears. I get it. I'm not totally, but I get it. I would like go around naked if it was appropriate, but you would never catch me jacking it in San Diego. I'm too old at this point. Alright. What mental health labels or terms you identify with? Well, shit, did I just not say that? I've been diagnosed with autism, ADD, OCD? Kind of. Like, psychiatry's whack. Like, you could kind of get diagnosed to everything, but when you switch doctors around a lot, which is like, at this point, when you're close to 40, having you obviously switch doctors around a lot for whatever reasons. I pray someday to have a lot of doctor friends, like Carla. Carla is my favorite doctor. I used to say after Pepper, but honestly, Pepper after Carla. Alright, do you consider yourself an optimist, realist, or a chaotic neutral? Oh, I'm all those things. I'm a nihilist, but for love. And I'm a realist, and in that realism, it's optimistic. It ends happily ever after. But what part do I get to play in that? I just want to be a good character. What's something people misunderstand about you? I feel like sometimes people understand me better than I understand myself. That's why I feel blessed for my people. I'm not like spacing out. I'm like really kind of focusing on certain molecules of makeup being off certain molecules of skin. What helps you feel grounded? Rainbows. I fucking love rainbows. So I can remind myself that it's good news and shit, all that happily ever after. Although, what part do I play in it? What triggers your anxiety the most? So the thing that scares me the most, one of my biggest fears, is being too tired to do what I need to do, or at least what I should do, or what I want to do. As an adult, being too tired to do all the things I should and want and need to do, that is what fucks me up the most. I wake up in the morning, I'm like, shit, I have things I need to do right now. I'm already running late, and I don't even want to get out of fucking bed. That is like the thing, and I live in a great place. Look, all I have is burp. And I used to be able to burp the alphabet. My dad told me if I could burp the alphabet, I could get a boyfriend, and I learned way too much of the alphabet before I realized that was not true. How do you self-soothe? Self-soothe? Serving myself. I don't have my glasses on right now to see this. I'd have to be like, there. Actually, this is where, yeah. This, I can't see the letters this small. here's where I'm nearsighted. So once the ball gets close, I'm like, yeah, at the last minute. How do I self-soothe? Medications, self and prescribe. I mean, I don't mean for my not to. I wish, you know, and there's yeah. How do I self-soothe? Yeah, that, like, I like alcohol, I like drugs. I love people though more, and I'm a damn big fan of God. Damn big fan of God. That's a homie for me. Complicated ass thing, but like also that just might be me overthinking everything. Do you like being alone? It's complicated on that too. Being alone has been hard for me in the past because there's people I've been with that I felt like were expecting things from me that made me walk on eggshells around like where I was. But I'm not really at that point right now. Like, I almost feel bad. Like, I wish I was more present and better for my parents, even my brother and sister-in-law down the street. In fact, one of my saddest prayers of their most recent hard days, which are not even hard, my life has been dope, just hard in my mind, have been that I hope I die before my nephew's born so he never has to know me, because I know we're going to be homies. I love people, but I hate myself, so sometimes I really feel I need to be alone and recharge. But also, like, I like, if someone else needed that, there's a million other reasons than the reasons I need to be alone, for other people to be alone, and I respect that. You know, like, not everyone that needs time to be alone is because they hate themselves. It's just like, sometimes we're just fucking people, right? Existing is not easy. Really comfortable. We're just trying to be good. Alright. When do you feel most yourself? Well, honestly, right now on this, even though I have no idea who's watching it on YouTube Resurrected or Instagram, but this has been for me. And if other people vibe, that's hella sick. I almost feel sorry because I'm like, oh my god, if you vibe with my shit, things must be going so bad for you. I'm so sorry. It's not our fault. It'll get better, I swear. Just be a good character. Just try to keep a good character, you know, be like love and have a good attitude. You can drink even full Coke, full sugar Coke, and still be a good character. It's just my earth pain. Or my on the earth with world pain. Alright, what's a mantra you live by? I try and start my days with reading 2 Bible verses, but not the whole entire chapter, but just like certain parts, which are the thing, like, and I know it's super duper marriagey, but I think that you can bring it into any situation, and it's the, like, love is. And I don't have it, yeah, I don't, like, love is, like, patient and kind and not easily angered, like, it endures everything, all of that, like, I read through that, and then I pick myself apart about how I'm not being loved. And then the Beatitudes, where it's like, I'm hella poor spirits. I'm like, thank God, my spirit's hella poor. So is my bank account. The mantra I live by, I don't know. Be good. Hang in there. Hopefully not literally, but I'm not going to judge. I might cry, but I'm not going to judge. I wanted to put it apart. I had just recently switched sprays, and it's fucking me up. It's fucking me up, so I'm going to relearn my makeup, switching makeup sprays really recently. That's okay, that's life. I'm still going to be good. All I want to ever be is a good character. Otherwise, it's all villains. And although I love a villain, I think the world will make us enough of one. The world loves to make good, like, although, shit, we're smart enough at this point. That's what I like about I'm talking too much. Alright, and I have nothing to do but go. What's something you used to hate about yourself that you love now? Nothing. My favorite thing about my body is my belly button piercing, although I still hate my stomach. But, like, at least I have some troll shit there. And now when I troll on myself, at least it's cute. Hang in there, but not literally, unless you want to, and then I'm gonna cry. But, like, it's not gonna be worth it, because then I'll stop crying. Now that I'm with other shit, it'll be, you know, you're worth more than a brief moment of mourning. If you can hang in there forever, hang in there forever. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna live forever. Or die trying. Hell yeah. Oh my God.